Slenderman. Taking kids from their homes, video calling.
He's a shadow, but he's also a man. Slenderman. He has no face and he's really tall. Slenderman.
Jesus.
I like how he has like 2 legs and then 47.
Like appendages.
Yeah. None of them make sense. They're just flying out of him.
My favorite thing is when he's like a tree spider.
He's a tree spider.
Is that
Basically
what he was?
a tree spider.
Yeah, he grew 14 legs and he's just like, I can run real fast now, even though I can teleport throughout the woods.
He looks like a spider, but he's made of trees.
Slenderman turns into a spider and still Slenderman.
Slenderman's you to a tree.
Yeah, that was the best kill.
He slenders you to treat him.
Oh gosh.
Because he came out from the tree a couple times.
Well, I don't get
to
the
get that
obsession with
girl,
the tree.
He let the tree grab her.
Yeah.
He stayed in his little spider tree hole.
Spider tree hole.
Well, I guess before we get too far into this spider tree slender hole man thing,
Maybe you guys should just set up a tad.
set up a tad. Yeah. I'm gonna set you up to becoming a tree. Anyway.
I want to be a tree.
Well, too late.
Damn.
You fell asleep during the Slender, so if he comes, you're the first volunteer to be trained.
I hope so. Gee whiz.
Anyway, welcome to Every Film in the Book. This week we did Slenderman, if you couldn't guess by the 5 minutes of us just talking about Slenderman. I don't know what people listening, want to know about this movie in terms of plot. I can tell you there is no plot. Because it seems like the plot changed up every couple scenes. And, it seemed like characters didn't have information that we already saw them have. Or,
I was going to say that it felt like different styles of movie. Like, the movie didn't know what kind of movie it wanted to be. A lot of it was just really basic jump scares, like in a lot of modern horror. But then it was weird trippy stuff happening and trying to be mindfucky, but it wasn't deep enough to be mindfucky and
because if I remember correctly, I know they rewrote this movie a bunch of times. I guess they because they were originally intended it to be an R-rated actually try to be scary movie.
Yeah, was that PG-13?
Yeah, that's a PG-13.
Well, that's why it wasn't scary.
Exactly, but if you go back and you look at the original trailers for it, there's a bunch of creepy scenes. I think there's a scene where that Jeff kid, the main girl's boyfriend, jumps off the roof of the school.
Jeez.
There's a scene where I think her name was Chloe. In that science class, grabs the scalpel and sticks herself in the eye.
Ugh.
They made it a lot more. They made it seem a lot more intense in the trailer than it actually turned out to be.
Right.
I think the scariest part was listening to Michael snore throughout.
Yeah, put it on record. Michael fell asleep during this movie, and I think he's still kind of sleepy over there. How you doing, Michael?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
He fell under the slender sleep.
Slenderman's boring as fuck.
Yeah, wait, I thought we were watching Slenderman, not Freddy.
Yeah, no, to piggyback off of Michael saying this is boring as fuck, for a movie, it's probably an hour and a half long, maybe a little less. It felt like 4 hours long.
It did feel very long.
I don't understand how you make a concept like Slenderman boring.
Right. Yeah, I was just saying that the game is so much scarier than this movie. If you're really into Slenderman and you want to get a scare, then play the game. Why would you watch the movie?
Yeah, the only reason you should watch this movie is if you bought it with a Walmart gift card, I did.
Oh, yeah.
And then you didn't spend real money. You just spent other people's Christmas gift money towards you.
You were, like, given it as a gift on your birthday, and you're like, thanks, guy I don't really know, but just showed up at my birthday party.
Yeah. No, I almost dragged my family to this when we were in Florida. I was like, you gotta see the trailer. It looks so good. We gotta go see Slenderman. I think we ended up seeing Inside Out instead.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm actually kind of glad we saw that instead. I would have never lived down the after dinner drinks where they're like, why the hell did we sit and watch Slenderman?
What are your thoughts, Michael?
So much space in between sightings.
Mm-hmm.
And then they weren't really sightings so much until like the last 5 minutes, then you finally see them.
Right, like, it was very typical modern horror movie to have those scares in the beginning. That's like the first one is just a loud noise, but it turns out to be her friend just came around the corner. It's like, oh my goodness, you scared me. Yeah. And then they do that like 5 times before they actually show him.
Let me just pose this question. Out of all the times we've all hung out, how many times were you just walking around like the apartments or like, you know, the houses, and Michael is just standing behind a doorway, not saying anything, knows that you're like looking for him, and he just goes, "Wah!" and you go, "Wah!"
Oh God!
Like, I don't think people just approach people unannounced.
Right,
like,
and it's like, oh Jesus, you scared me.
Like, I just wanted to know if you wanted a popsicle. What are you doing? That's not scary.
That was like 90% of the scares in this movie.
I didn't like the fact that they only got scared as a group, like once.
Yeah.
So like they only got chased once by him as a group, and then the rest was individual, and nothing crazy happened to the individual.
Like
so
usually when you pull somebody away from the crowd,
something crazy's gonna happen.
That's when the intense kills happen.
Yeah. Or at least something interesting. The most he did was he's like, I'm gonna wrap my hands around you, give you a nice shoulder massage.
Right.
And now you're a tree.
Right.
It's beautiful.
I will feed my spider self now.
Yeah.
I want to become an evergreen, Mr. Slenderman. Take me to your slender mansion.
Oh gosh, yeah, I don't even know what to say about this movie.
I mean, I guess, hold on, I want to see if I could just give like a basic plot synopsis, just so you kind of understand what this movie is.
Yeah, go for it, Steve.
Alright, so it's a group of 4 teenage girls, who, hang out and watch porn together. They're very comfortable with themselves, you know? I appreciate it.
And meeting men on the internet.
Yeah, it's very creepy. You know, I mean, Danielle, you're the only one who's a girl here, so you can speak from experience. You just get a bunch of girls over on the weekend, watch some porn.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what us girls do. No, the one thing that's funny is at the one point, the main girl, I guess you could call her the main girl with the sister.
Yeah.
Haley? Yeah, she's like, I'm not afraid of the Slender Man. I can walk alone at night and not be afraid that he's going to come to get me. It's like, well, I mean, you're a young woman alone at night walking down the street with no lights on. Like, you should be scared of a lot of other things besides Slender Man.
Well, there could be slender men out there. Like, not Slender
and there's
Man,
fat
like
men, and
men.
there's short men and tall men. And
yeah, there's just there's stocky men as well. They're pretty scary.
But, like, come on.
There's sturdy ones, too.
Yeah,
I hope she has pepper spray, is all I'm saying.
Yeah, well, pepper spray won't help them when they're watching porn. That's going to cause computer viruses and, just uncomfortableness between you and your friends.
Pepper spray does nothing to Slender Man, because he has no eyes.
Or a nose.
He has no face.
He's slender.
No face.
He cut it off to make himself more aerodynamic.
Yeah. Oh, so you were gonna do the plot summary?
Yeah. So they're hanging out one night and they're like, you know what? Let's put ourselves in danger and summon a Slenderman.
Yeah.
So they go down a Reddit clickhole, or I guess this movie's equivalent to a Reddit like website. They click on a link that literally says just summon him, which brings you to the YouTube video that just flashes like almost like Ring stuff. Like it almost looked like the video from the Ring.
Yeah. It also looks like a video that purposely tries to scare you. They're like, close your eyes and open them on the count of 3, and then you open them and it's a dumb jump scare and you're like, oh haha, good joke, guys.
Yeah, Slenderman comes out of a tree. It's like, I'm a beautiful. I will spread my branches.
Yeah.
I will give you the hug of the Slenderman.
Yeah, for some reason they are very intrigued to watch this video, and then they do, and then they're all like, let's change the subject, and then it's like the next day.
Well, they only watch it because that's what they thought the boys were doing.
Oh, yeah, they have to compete.
If they're doing it, we're doing it.
Well, if the boys are going to watch the porn, I'll watch it too. Why not?
Then later on, it turned out that the boys chickened out.
Yeah,
didn't even watch it.
Bunch of babies.
Right?
Typical teenagers.
She was.
They're probably bathing in Axe body spray and drinking Mountain Dew. Fucking posers.
And then the redhead girl goes missing.
Oh, yeah, because it cuts to a week later, which we don't need to do at all. I don't think Slenderman takes a week. It doesn't. He's like, I'll give him 7 days. I'm also the guy.
Well,
from the
he's
ring.
being summoned from like across the earth, and he has to walk all the way there.
But he can
give him a week.
teleport. He's just zipping around this movie.
Yeah, but he has to come from like China or some shit.
He's just rude. He's a rude Slenderman.
Slenderman's a nice fella.
Yeah, you hang out with him. You have business meetings with the Slenderman.
Oh yeah, we do all the deals. Me
I
and
need
Slendy.
15% in Apple stock. Get it done, Slenderman. And he's like,
and he uses his 18 arms.
he's on 18
Files
different
10
computers.
reports at a time.
That's the sound of the cicadas. It's just him clicking at computers.
Me and my
Fucking
Slendy
Slenderman.
sidekick.
Yeah. Okay, so then.
Yeah, so all
she
the
goes
girls
missing.
start just seeing visions, and like they're really not even worth going into. They basically all just get nightmares, and they're all trying to figure out how to stop the Slenderman from attacking them. And their biggest source of information is some screen name named Alley Cat 93, and they seem to take whoever this person's word is like solid gold.
Yep.
Because they're doing everything that this person's telling them to
It's
do.
like, well, I mean, a person on the internet said it, so it must be true.
Must be true.
Yeah, see, this is how they get into these, problems in the first place.
These naive teenage girls.
But like, I don't know if everybody knows the whole like Slenderman thing. Like, it all started as like a meme thing on the internet.
A meme thing.
Yeah, and like everybody would like Photoshop pictures, and they're like, "Hey, look, it's this creepy thing, and he takes kids."
Whoa.
And then it just kind of like grew from there into like the video games and then all that. So like, they definitely missed their opportunity to put this out at the height of like the Slenderman popularity.
Yeah, when did this come out?
Oh my god, I don't know.
I saw 2018 in like a photo book or something. I don't know what they were looking at, but it said 2018, so I'm guessing
It's probably around there.
it's got to be around then.
But yeah, like this, if they would have just actually put this out in a decent time, to when like Slenderman actually made sense.
Yeah,
But, like,
when was that? Jeez.
That was like
2012.
2012 to
Yeah.
like 13, and this came out in 2018.
Yeah.
So they definitely swing and a miss.
Yeah.
And like they're even showing like the old like Photoshop clips. It's like they almost just like went on the internet and they're like, all right,
Google search.
Slenderman memes,
Right.
Put them in the movie.
Just Googled Slenderman. All right,
Yeah.
get it in there.
Yep. Yeah, there was definitely a lot of cheap tricks. Like the jump scares, and it was very much like, oh, we gotta do research online to find out what's happening with the scary guy. And
Everyone
then,
knows all of your problems can be solved at the library.
Yeah. On the
Knowledge
Yep.
is power.
You definitely won't get eaten by Slenderman.
So we were talking about the plot. This girl goes missing, and then the friends freak out, and then slowly, one by one, they get picked off.
Yeah, he wraps his slender embrace around them and he takes them to the Slender Mansion.
Yeah, so the one girl like chokes herself,
Yeah, well,
but
the
he
one
chokes her.
Yeah, like the first girl goes missing, like completely off screen.
Yeah.
She's just staring at the woods, and then cuts to kids in a field trip to a cemetery for some reason.
Right. That's the redhead girl.
Yeah, so she goes missing. Then the next girl is, I think her name is Chloe, and she gets like a video call from Slender.
Yep.
And he's like, "Hey, baby, what are you doing tonight?
You up?
Right.
You up? I'm trying to get
slide through.
Trying to fuck.
Let me slender my way into those DMs, girl.
I'm gonna slender all over you.
Yeah.
What are you wearing? Age, sex, location?"
Yes.
Yeah, so she's like, she gets the video call. What I don't understand if there's like a Slender cell phone that he just carries
Slender
around.
phone.
The Slender phone is ringing. But it basically just shows him walking through her house. He's like teleporting through doors and up the stairs. And he pops up in her room and he starts choking her, but then she sees herself in the mirror choking herself.
And then she screams. But then you find out later that she's a zombie.
Yeah, she doesn't die. Like, her
She just
choking,
goes crazy.
she just gets dark bags under her eyes and she stares at things.
Yep.
Yeah. It's like the chapped lips.
Creepy.
Like her mouth hanging open a little and the dark circles all around her eyes. And she's like...
I just did the Slenderman workout.
I've lost so much body fat.
P90X, eat your heart out. Slenderman fitness.
Yeah, and apparently her mom was like, she's just sick. And that's all they said to her school friends.
Yeah, that's all mothers do in
No
movies.
more information.
She's sick.
I think that's
bother.
what the mom did in Nightmare on Elm Street too. It's like, no, you're not seeing things. You're just sick. You need sleep. It's fine.
You just need some protein. Eat some peanut butter.
Have a banana. Eat some peanut butter. Go to bed.
You'll be fine.
You'll have fine dreams. Everybody automatically just has a southern accent in my head. Hi, I'm Freddy Krueger.
I don't know if that's quite funny.
I don't think that one's quite it.
I pop up in your dreams. I'm pretty scary. What's that behind you? Oh, razor glove.
But yeah, the whole time they were kind of given the illusion that Slenderman was in their heads because it would cut to, like, when the one girl was in the library and she's seeing Slenderman, she's freaking out, and she's screaming and everything, and then it just cuts.
Help you with the Dewey Decimal System.
And, like, the librarian finds her and she's like, ma'am, are you okay? And, like nothing ever happens.
Right.
Yeah, it's like they're going through bad acid trips and then immediately sober up.
Yeah.
Because, like, oh my god, that scene when she's in the library and the aisles extend and they're, like, warping into themselves.
It was like Doctor Strange levels of, like, world shifting.
Everything's folding in on itself.
Yeah.
We need the time stone to stop Slenderman.
Yeah, actually. Maybe that's what you need.
Put him in the mirror dimension. We'll kick his ass. But, alright, so I need to ask, like, I didn't, look up much about Slenderman because, when you're that age, you think he actually will come up into your house and he'll slender you to death.
Yeah, you can't research it or else he'll get you.
Based on this movie, what the hell are Slenderman's powers? He's got,
a slender man.
He's got
gets you.
He's got like
That's it.
shadow manipulation. He's got acid induction. He's got tree manipulation.
I think he's made of liquid acid and he just floats around the world and then he just passes through you and you just get like really fucked up all of a sudden.
I got that slender LSD.
Yeah.
It's taking me out.
Good
Man.
stuff.
Oh
This
man,
is why
you
you don't
got
do drugs, kids.
you got that nightmare Kush from Slenderman. I told you to stop buying from him.
The Chaos Kush.
I can never sleep after smoking the Slenderman strain.
Oh.
But yeah, like
Sticky.
he's zipping around. He's growing crab legs for some reason.
He's like part tree, part spider, part man.
He also
part
makes
shadow.
people
All
turn
arms.
into like weird demonic creatures.
Yeah, there was a demonic sense going on because he would like morph people's faces into like creepy things, which again kind of goes with the he's just in your head thing and playing with your fears.
He would
or
take their
whatever.
face off too, and it would just be white like his.
Yeah,
or
like she
whatever.
was suffocating on just her own
Put
flesh.
a bag over her head. I mean, can't blame him.
Put a bag over her head, push her in the corner, turn the lights out. I can't stop doing southern accents now. I don't know why.
Oh jeez. You know the girl with the big eyes?
Which one? They all seem to have pretty big eyes.
The one who got like real freaked out and like was like, I know what's going on.
Oh,
like the
the
textbook girl. Like,
The girl from The Conjuring?
yes.
Oh God. Her
I don't
name
know why.
was so dumb.
I was looking at her face and I just kept thinking of the kid from It with like the big lips. What's his name? Not Stanley. Not
The fat kid?
no, skinny kid.
Skinny kid.
And it's not.
Oh,
it's not,
Billy.
Finn Wolfhard.
Billy? The stuttering guy?
Yes.
Yeah, Billy.
I was just seeing his face every time I looked at her.
Actually, holy shit.
If you think about it, it looks like him with a wig.
Oh my god, it actually kind of does now that you mention it. Oh
Yeah,
no,
anyway,
I'm never going to be
sorry.
able to watch it now.
I was watching the whole movie thinking about that.
Without
Anyway.
her. That was what you were thinking about?
When I
whole
looked at her
movie?
face, yeah.
Oh my god, I'd rather be watching it right now.
Yeah. It's not even that scary, but it is scarier than this.
Yeah,
Right.
like, I want to see Pennywise fight Slenderman.
Yeah, at least Pennywise,
They
like...
just keep drawing arms. It's just like, I got 2 more, hang on.
Yeah.
I got 2 more.
Okay, well, that's a good point, actually. Slenderman is, like, basically ripping off Freddy, Pennywise, messing with your own fears sort of thing. Like, just a lot of other characters that, like, nothing seems original about him.
Yeah, it's
You know?
it's they basically took The Ring, Nightmare on Elm Street, and I don't know what else, and just fucked it into this concoction and then slapped Slenderman in it.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, people will go see it.
Yeah, he messes with your mind.
Like, I want to know how much this actually made at the box office.
Kitty.
Oh my god.
Kitty, get that. Sorry, our cat is possessed and she's climbing on stuff she shouldn't be.
She's got the Slender syndrome.
She saw him. She saw his face. You saw his face, didn't you?
Oh my god, Kitty.
Wow. She got the slender curse.
She got the slurs. Oh my god.
What?
The slurs. The Slender curse.
Slender
All right.
curse.
You have to start combining. On IMDb, this thing got 3.2 stars. Oh my god.
3.2.
That's not
Even
bad.
the Bye Bye Man got better.
You can't say his name, Steve.
Oh, sorry. Don't think
Yeah.
it
Oh,
does.
jeez.
Don't think it,
now
don't
we're
say it. Don't think it, don't say it.
Honestly, I think I
it's-
would have had a better time watching the Bye Bye Man.
Yeah. But do you think at any point, like, if we were to go outside right now, would you be looking through the trees for Slender Man?
No.
No, because he'd already be hanging out.
Oh, yeah.
He would just be...
Yo, Slender Man, you want to
Yo,
come...
Slendy,
come
crack a
s-
bro. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Come smoke a blunt with us, man.
Hey,
You gotta play catch up. You're late.
I hear you guys are
Chug,
into
chug.
fitness. You want to do the Slender Aerobics DVD?
Fitness dick in your mouth.
The Slender Curse.
He plays jump rope with his own fingers.
I play with my dick.
Oh my god. He just grows 8 arms. He's like, I can have the whole neighborhood jump rope.
Yeah, he's like, you see my arms. Want to see how long my dick is?
Oh my god. I got a slender dick.
Spool.
It's really slender.
Don't worry, it still works. I think I had too much to drink. It's too slender.
Hold on, give me a second. Just gotta.
Hold on, just go stand by the slender gate. I'll be right there. I gotta go take a pill. He's popping.
Give me like half an hour.
He's popping Slender Viagra.
Oh, it's the plumping kind.
It's the Slyagra.
The extra plump.
Slyagra. It's prescription. My doctor gave it to me.
For when it's like one of those stupid commercials for when you don't have time to wait on life. You know what I mean?
I'm slender and I need a baby now. Thank you, Slyagra.
Right. When the
think that's what
moment
he-
arises.
He's just trying to get his slender off, okay?
Baby, tonight's dinner was great. Yeah, I know. Hold on. I just gotta go to the bathroom. Slyagra. It'll always be our little secret.
Why is that his voice?
You don't have to tell her, and I don't blame you.
It's because Slenderman has a very deep and sensual voice.
Because he's
sounds a
got
little
47
raspy.
arms.
I have allergies.
With every art, I hang around trees a lot. I do get congested.
There's a lot of pollen.
Have you ever heard of hay fever? Yeah.
I need Allegra, but they only give me Slyagra. I keep
the
getting
weird
boners,
off.
but I can't breathe.
It's like the weird off-brand shit, so it doesn't work right.
So he's got
May cause extra large appendages.
So he's got a nosebleed and half an erection.
May cause you to lose your face.
Hey, I'm sorry about taking your nose. I just want to smell the flowers for once.
What is it,
Slendagra.
Don't take Slendagra if you're afraid of losing your face.
Side effects may include being turned into a tree. Also, hugging your own throat.
Being
Growing
eaten by
10
a
limbs.
Spider-Man.
Being chased through the woods. Going through metal gates unannounced. Sacrificing something you love in the woods.
Losing your fucking mind.
Turning small children into trees.
Having someone's drunk dad break into your house.
And then beat the shit out of you when you're 15 years old and a girl.
Slendagra may cause you to turn into a zombie.
Repressed memories.
Overall, they all got though.
Yeah.
They all got.
I know we're not talking too much about the movie. Like, hell, we just went off on a rant about Slenderman taking ED pills. But, like, seriously, I can't tell you how disjointed, like, this movie is. Like,
Yeah.
It's, for one part, it's like a mystery. They have to solve their friend going, like, just disappearing randomly. Then it's we have this outside source helping us. It's like, it's like in Sinister when he's got to reach out to like that librarian or something. That's Alley Cat 93. He's just some random guy.
Yeah, from Sinister.
Yeah, because even the one character makes a great point. It's like, that could just be some fat guy in his mom's basement texting you about Slender Man.
Yeah. But yeah, they had to do the whole, we have to join together as a group to save our friend, and then everyone got split up, and of course, when they split up, that's when he comes and he gets you.
Yeah. Like, but I just don't understand. Like, so, I get they're trying to get their friend back. Like, there's a point in the movie that they're trying to sacrifice something they love. Like, this Alley Cat character told them, oh yeah, if you give them something, you can unveil yourself to Slender Man. I don't understand, like, does that mean you're like paying your debt? I didn't know they owed him anything.
Yeah, like they just watched a video online. Jeez, dude.
But like it's dumb. They all bring something that they love. The one girl is like, I made this pot in 2nd grade. And then the other girl's like, this is the last known photo I have of my mom. And it's like, the other girl's like, this is like some quilt that my grandma knitted for my sister, and my grandma died 6 months ago. It's like,
I'm gonna burn it.
but I just gotta, like, how important is that clay pot you made in 2nd grade?
It's really important to
you
her.
You can't
okay?
live without that?
No.
Well, I mean,
he didn't say it had to be the most important thing.
Only
just
some of
something
them broke
important.
their
but, like,
stuff too.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
like
she's-
they
I
broke
thought they were
the
gonna
pot,
burn it.
tore the picture.
Yeah.
And then they like placed the blanket and.
Well, no, she
her-
rips the blanket too.
Huh.
But then, like, the other girl smashes the pot, and she's like, yeah, you guys, I definitely cared about that pot. Oh, man, I'm so sad.
Oh, jeez.
I'm gonna go home and cry about my lost pottery.
Right.
And then they, like, blindfold themselves, and they're just like, all right, you're gonna hear 2 bells. The amount of... All right, just on a side note, the amount of bells we hear in this movie is ridiculous. They're like, it'd be cool? Hold on. I'll make it sound like the bell is, like, warping.
Yeah, they take like one clip of a bell ringing, and then you can clearly hear them like pitch shift it.
Yeah.
Like it's not an actual recording of a bell.
Hi, welcome to Slenderman's School of Being Scary. Pitch shifted bells. Let me tell you, I had them girls pissing their pants.
Yep.
The one smashed their 2nd grade pot. What an idiot.
And then the one girl has this moment where she's like, it's not the stuff that he wanted all along. He just wanted us. And it's like, well, of course. What do you think he wanted with your broken stuff?
Yeah, he was like, wow, I can't even lay in this blanket.
Why'd you
ripped
have
a
to
big hole
destroy
in
it? Jeez, man, I was just looking for some new things for my apartment. Like,
That's a
you
lovely
went broke
photo.
it.
I was gonna hang it up on the wall.
I was gonna use that face for my flowers. Now you smashed
At
it.
no point did I tell you to break it. I needed a new soup bowl.
I said give it to me. I didn't say break it and then give it to me. Jeez.
I've been eating a lot of soup lately. They turned off the heat in the Slender Mansion.
They wouldn't let me go in Goodwill anymore because I was too creepy, so, just trying to furnish my apartment.
I asked a kid if he wanted candy. They told me to get out.
Oh, jeez. But yeah, no, overall, like, there was one point in the movie where I thought it was turning around. I thought it was getting better.
Oh, did you actually like a part in this movie?
Well, when it got, like, real trippy, and they were having all of those effects with, like, the world shifting, and there was one point where they're hovering over the one girl laying on the ground covered in leaves, and then, like, it just twitches, and, like, all these limbs appear out of nowhere, and it was, like, really freaking weird. I don't know,
like...
I kind of started to be like, okay, is this gonna turn, like, real, like, am I gonna get mindfucked by this movie right now? Like...
It just reminded me of the Scarecrow from Wizard of Oz. It's like, they took my legs off and they threw them over there. Then my arms were off and they threw them over there.
And she was like, I
got the shimmy shakes.
Whoa.
like the effects. If it wasn't so stupid, it might have had a little bit of scary. Like, because... You know, they kind of do stuff like that in The Ring where they, like, warp reality and they make you see stuff, but it's never, like, in your face like that. It's kind of, like, subtle, like, hints or, like, creepy atmospheric stuff.
Right.
It's not like, hey...
They didn't do any of that in this movie.
Yeah, no. It's like, hey, look, we can hold a camera and go like this.
Shaky, shaky. But yeah, it was also really just dark.
Like, you couldn't see most of it. Anything. Like, it's hard, like... And we have a pretty nice TV.
Yeah.
And, like, even we couldn't see anything. It's like they're like, well, hide the shitty effects and just not turn on the light.
Darkness.
Well, it's like they're trying to make you feel like you're in the game, you know? When you run out of flashlight and it's just a dark screen.
Well, like, so they actually got a real actor to play Slenderman.
Really?
So it's this actor, like... You actually see him in the movie. You know when she's having like that dream sequence? She's walking in the hospital in slow motion and you see the slender doctor?
Yes.
So that's actually the guy. Like, he actually looks like that.
He's actually really skinny?
Yeah, so...
he looks like Michael?
Yeah, but he's got
Michael
like...
could have played Slenderman.
I am Slenderman.
I don't know what the disease is called, so I'm not going to, like, you know, guess at it. But, like, he is a very tall, lanky man, and his name is Doug Jones, and he plays like a lot of like creepy
he does a bunch
creatures.
Of this kind of stuff.
Yeah, like I think he was in like Hellboy 2. I think. Oh, he's the Crooked Man in.
I was gonna say the Crooked Man.
Yeah, so like he plays all these like, you know, pretty iconic horror roles, and they actually let him, you know, do stuff because he is like this kind of horror monster icon.
Yeah. But
it feels like every clip that they used of him was just CGI. It's like they did all this stuff because I think in like the special feature they show you him in like the full Slenderman outfit. Like he's in the rubber suit. He's got like the suit and tie on. He's like he actually looks pretty good, but it looks like they just overdubbed him with like bad CGI effects and like distortions and like just didn't make it seem like it was necessary to hire an actor for that.
I'm pretty sure they could have done that practically. For a lot of like stuff with his face, like I don't understand why they had to CGI a like skin thing over his face. Like they could have done prosthetic work, and maybe just had it to where like his nose just needed to be like just fixed with CGI or something just subtle, you know?
Yeah, like if they can make Voldemort not have a nose through 4 of those Harry Potter movies, they can make Slenderman not have a nose. Like it doesn't seem like it would be that out of their budget.
Yeah, it just seemed like, you know, everything was CGI.
Maybe not hire one of these lifeless teenagers we have to follow through the whole movie. Like, I want to stay 10 for the rest of my life. I feel like that's the best age. Like that's the conversation they have these kids saying in the beginning of the movie. They're like,
I don't remember that.
They're like, what?
Yeah.
If you could pick an age to stay for the rest of your life, what would you pick?
Somebody says 21. Another one's like, no. Right, like, 10.
Yeah, 10.
You remember when you were 10, everything was fun? Oh, I pick right now because of all my friends.
But we would live in a house and we wouldn't pay rent.
Yeah, no,
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention because I was like, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Stupid
good
stuff.
Most of the movie is blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Pretty sure these characters should have been dead by now. How is this still going?
They all die and it's still somehow boring.
Yeah. They didn't die in dramatic or entertaining ways.
So, like, just think of this. Like, so what if they did kind of like that scene from Insidious, right? Mm-hmm. You know, when they go into Dalton's room and the mom's like, and I saw something in the corner. Mm-hmm. And it's like the creepy red-faced guy and his like bones are cracking and he like points at Dalton. And like what if they did something like that with Slenderman, where it's just like you could actually kind of see him, like you still put him in shadow, but light the rest of the room. Like you should, like, you can still see him.
Right. Yeah. But at the same time, I feel like with Slenderman, they weren't being suspenseful enough with it. They're just like, oh, there he is, and every time you turn around, you're like, oh, there's Slenderman. You know, so it almost became like too frequent at a point. Where, like, in the beginning, it was nothing at all, and then all of a sudden, it was like, Slenderman, 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 and he was, like, everywhere all at once, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like they maybe overdid it.
Yeah, it's like the Bye-Bye Man. Once they started showing him more, the more you're like, oh my God.
Oh, okay,
right,
him
cool.
again.
Can we stop seeing him?
Right.
Like, that's what made The Conjuring scary. Like, you only saw the witch, like, a few times, and one of those scenes is fucking terrifying.
Yeah. Yeah, or like you said, with Insidious, like, most of the time you just see the claw. Like, you don't actually see the whole thing until at the end of the
very
movie.
end.
Mm-hmm. You see his, like, face flash for a moment, but he has a creepy face.
And even then, like, he's not like, they're like, oh, we showed you him, now we gotta see him every other time. It's like, no, they kind of saved the big surprise for the end.
Right. Yeah, there was no big surprise at the end. It was just, he turned into a spider tree. Ugh, the freaking spider tree. Trying to be scary, and it wasn't really.
Fail, epic fail.
Yeah, it was very CGI, so it takes you out of the moment, you know? When it could have been scary, it was just like, oh, that's a slender tree spider.
Yep, and then nothing after the last one either. It was just like, oh, the movie's over now.
Yeah, it was like a little
because normally there's a tail end of something.
Yeah.
It's like,
right.
Oh, and the one person that survived did this, or like no one survived, and then you see like a paper with that headline or something.
All they say is, and like, his legend lives on because we share about it on the internet and talk about it in forums, so look out. Like,
you spread too many Slender memes.
Right.
Yeah.
He's coming to you, brother.
Yeah.
And
don't share
no
the
one
memes,
else found out that Slenderman was there.
Right, like, they didn't act like anything was going on. Also,
talk about school the whole time.
Yeah,
no one else knew. Even the boys didn't know.
Well, yeah, the boy who watched the video and was freaking out, he didn't have anything happen to him. He was just not in the rest of the movie. He just got kind of freaked out, and that was it.
Well, and
must have been a virgin.
He didn't fuck anybody, so.
Yeah, I mean, he had a pretty nasty bruise on his arm. Slenderman gave him a stern talking to.
Hey.
Oh, good.
Come here, you punk.
Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth.
He's not Will Smith.
How do you know? How do you know he's not under there?
We know.
We all know. Will Smith ain't that slender. He's not that important, all right?
That's true. Did you see that documentary about him losing weight? He got fat.
He did the slender size.
Yeah, maybe it is Will Smith.
It's just called eating children. Slims you right up.
Now you're going to want to do 36 muscle-ups while also eating 36 6-year-olds. Here we go. 1 slender, 2 slender. Well, yeah, he needs insane muscle growth that he's going to lose instantly to stay slender.
Yeah, we're getting canceled before we begin.
Slenderman, not a good film.
Yeah, I would not recommend, just because it's not exciting enough to watch and the kills aren't even good enough to care about it, and the plot's not really great, so yeah, wouldn't recommend.
I think the best thing we could probably tell you is the final line of this movie is, you know?
You know?
You know? Yeah, you know.
They're like, he like spreads around and stuff, you know?
You know? You ever just like see something? Like, you know?
You know?
Like, I don't... this is the biggest case of people in their, like, 50s being like, I'm still hip with kid lingo. I know what the kids are talking about.
You know?
You know?
You know?
Oh, man. Now I want to go back. I want to remake a Friday the 13th and have it be like, you know, Jason just snapped one day. You know?
You know?
You know?
One day Michael Myers just picked up a knife and, you know?
You know, it's just like stabbed his sister in the tits, you know?
You know? She was just combing her hair, singing a song.
You know?
You know?
Anyway.
Slenderman.
Epic fail.
Epic
Yeah.
fail. I'm going to give this a 0.5
0.5 out of what?
out of 5.
Out of 5?
This is our first number ranking, and I feel like this
Okay.
deserves a number ranking. This won't be
0.5, okay.
consistent. I'm just saying this is going
You
to
know
be
what?
a 0.5 out of 5.
I'll give it a 0.75 out of 5.
0.75?
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna rank it. Doesn't deserve a rank.
Michael's giving it 0 out of 5.
I'm pretty sure it deserves at least a 0.12 from you.
Isn't it
No.
a 3.5 on...
It's a 3.2. So,
Okay.
you know, we're not too far
3.2.
off.
Yeah.
Like, I almost want to, like, look at the trivia and see what, like, dumb shit they have to say about this movie. It's like, what
Is
could
there
be...
any dumb shit? Like, yeah, there were 2 actresses I recognized from other things. And that was about it.
Let's see.
I mean, obviously, Slenderman, you know, what's his name?
Oh, here we go. Here's actually the origin of Slenderman. This could be interesting.
Oh,
Well,
cool.
maybe you can read that in
Cool.
your free time, Steve.
Yeah, Steve. The fuck.
I think we've talked about Slenderman a good
Slenderman
bit.
is done.
Yeah. Sorry, Slenderman. We
Sorry,
tried.
Slenderman. We like you, but you're fucking dog shit.
Go back to putting out your exercise tapes every year and just leave us alone.
The
Yeah.
game for 5 minutes was better than that
Yeah.
hour and a half movie.
At least it
Yeah,
has
good for
me
your
do
thrill.
something. I had to find 8 pages. That took some time.
You get your heart rate up a little bit because you see him around the corner, you lose your flashlight.
Yeah, and it does like
running
that
around.
creepy like camera effect and
Yeah.
like
That's better.
yeah, just play the game, you'll feel better.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's like 3 of them.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Until next time.
Yeah, until
Yeah.
next time, this has been Every Film in the Book. Don't watch Slenderman.
Don't watch it.
Don't watch it.
It's really bad.
But guys, I'm just trying to spread my meme-age, dudes.
Yeah, now you have
You
to
know?
share this video with 5 friends.
Pass it along, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll catch you guys next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.